just explain this one thing to me.
All right.
I interviewed the policeman who arrested Oswald in the movie theater after Tippit. You agreed he shot Tippit?
No.
You don't think? Okay.
No. You know why I don't agree that? Wait, let me explain. There were shell casings on the ground there. Oswald was picked up with a revolver. You're saying he shot Tippit, emptied his shells by the body, and then ran?
All right.
He was shot with an automatic, not a revolver.
I'll tell you one thing, and then you respond. Because I'm going to back you in certain ways here. But this is something where I'm involved a little.
All right.
I interviewed the police sergeant who arrested Oswald in the movie theater.
In the movie theater.
And Oswald said only one thing in the drive down to the police station. And he said it twice. I'm a patsy. I'm a patsy. If you're a patsy, that means you were set up, you were somehow involved. Jim Garrison told me there was a guy hired to fly a plane into Dallas to pick up someone who fit the description of Oswald and fly him out of the country. That man never showed up. What does he mean by patsy?
Well, what he means by patsy...
Why does he mean by patsy?
Oswald was involved in our intelligence community. And Oswald, when he got picked up, I think he knew why he was getting picked up out of it. Because, okay, let me say this to you, Larry.
Patsy's an interesting word. It's not saying I'm innocent.
Wait. Yeah, a patsy. Exactly. That means I'm being set up here.
Right.
That's not a normal response from somebody.
Well, I think he meant he was supposed to be picked up by a car, and he wasn't.
Let's talk about the movie theater, okay? All they knew was that a guy went in that theater and didn't buy a ticket. Because a guy across the street saw him sneak in the side and go in, and he called the police. Now, imagine you're the police dispatcher. That's all they know. The president was killed an hour ago. Officer Tippit was killed roughly a half hour ago. You get a call about a guy at the afternoon matinee at the Texas Theater doesn't buy a ticket. Yet what was sent there? 10 squad cars, 24 cops and the news media to film it for a guy who didn't buy a ticket to get in. That's all they knew.
I don't think they ever filmed him coming out of the theater.
Yes, they do.
I never saw that, yeah?
Oh, I've seen it. They're loading him in. They got cameras, the TV's right there. 10 squad cars and 24 cops for a guy who didn't. Oswald was going there to meet his handler. Okay,
this is good television. Now I'm going to back you up in a certain way. A man that was laughed at, made fun of, and mocked was the medical examiner of Dallas, who chased the car carrying the body. Because at the time Kennedy was shot, the shooting of a president was not a federal crime.
Exactly.
And the medical examiner needed the body because he had to do an autopsy, find out the cause of death.
Texas law.
Okay. He's running, chasing the limo. They're all laughing at him. They made fun of him. Yet I was told by 3 different people, including a former Attorney General of the United States, that guy was right.
Absolutely.
Because you couldn't have tried Lee Harvey Oswald, because the first person to testify would have been the medical examiner, and he never got to examine the body, which was flown to Washington. Correct?
Yep.